Good morning. How is everyone today? I don't know if actually you're watching this in the morning or in the afternoon, so I should just say hello. It's Trisha from the library. Are you ready to read some stories today? This is our third story time in February already. One more and February will be gone. That's hard to believe. We're going to talk about winter today. We're going to talk about winter and snow. I'm going to try to show a video today too for the first time. We'll see how that works. But let me switch the camera and we'll read a book. All right. A Very Special Snowflake. This is a Scholastic book written by Don Hoffman and illustrated by Todd Dakins. This one hopefully will be easier because it just has pictures on one side. On the day of the big snowstorm, Jeff and Veronica were playing with their new puppy, Snowflake. Veronica glanced out the window. "It's like a winter wonderland out there," she said. "Oh, let's take Snowflake outside," said Jeff. "We can play in the snow." I'm going to move the camera down a little bit. Get a bigger picture of the book. They bundled up in their snowsuits and dashed out the door. Soft snowflakes whirled all around them. They were as white and fluffy as their puppy's fur. That is a lot of snow. Snowflake barked with excitement and dove into a snowbank. Jeff and Veronica saw her tail peeking out of the white snow. Then suddenly she was gone. "Where is Snowflake?" cried Veronica. "We have to find her." Their friend the florist pulled up in his truck. He was carrying a large bouquet. "Mr. James," they cried to him, "have you seen Snowflake?" Mr. James was busy protecting his flowers from the storm. "I've got to keep moving, kids. All these snowflakes will make my prize roses freeze." Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They sighed and ran on. Next, they spotted the neighborhood baker. He was delivering cakes for a party. "Mr. Ripple," they cried, "have you seen Snowflake?" Mr. Ripple smiled broadly and held up his cakes. "You bet. These snowflakes have inspired me. I've decorated all my cakes with fluffy white icing today." Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They shook their heads and they ran on. I think they were a little confused. Just up the street, a policewoman was standing on her corner. "Officer Huffy," they called to her, "have you seen Snowflake?" Officer Huffy proudly put her hands on her hips. "Oh, never fear, children," she shouted. "It's hard for cars to see you with all these snowflakes falling, but I can help you cross the street." Jeff and Veronica looked at each other. They just giggled and ran on. I don't think these people realize they're talking about their dog. Oh, I just noticed that. Did you see that? Looks like Snowflake's hiding. The mail carrier came trudging down the street. She was carrying her heavy mail bag. "Miss Jane," they cried, "have you seen Snowflake?" "Neither rain nor wind nor snowflakes can stop me," she called back. "Stand aside, children. I'm off to finish my route." "No one understands," cried Veronica. "What are we going to do?" There she is again. She's hiding. The children flopped down into a snowbank to rest. They were worried that they might never see their puppy again. Then all of a sudden they noticed a red ball near the snowbank. There was a puppy pushing it. "Snowflake!" Veronica exclaimed. "You've been here all this time." "That's not a snowflake, that's a puppy!" exclaimed all their neighbors. Jeff patted the puppy's head and grinned. "This is who we were looking for all along," he explained. She's our special snowflake." That was just a little bit confusing for the people, wasn't it? Let's do a finger rhyme. We haven't done that in a while. Is my snowman going to show? I'll move my camera a little bit. I guess he's a little big. A chubby little snowman who had a carrot nose. Along came a bunny. And what do you suppose? What do bunnies like to eat? That very hungry bunny was looking for his lunch. He ate that snowman's nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch. You have to watch out, right? Because bunnies do like to eat carrots. So if you make a snowman and he has a real carrot for a nose and it disappears, nibble, nibble, crunch, right? Let's see. Let's read one more book and then I'll try to do the video. This book is going to be hard to show because it's so big. The Missing Mitten Mystery. This is a scholastic book and it was written and illustrated by Stephen Kellogg. You might know that name. He has a lot of books. So I'll show you the pictures, but I'll have to be wiggling the book because this is a very large book. Oh, Oscar, I've lost my other mitten. That makes 5 mittens this winter. I'm in big trouble. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of your mittens. Let's search every place we played today. We'll start at the hill where we rode on Ralph's sled. Here's Ralph's boot, but there's no mitten. Wow, I wonder how Ralph got home with no boot on. I'll look around the castles that we built. We built them with Ralph and Herbie and Ruth. That was a lot of fun. Looks like they're having snowball fights. Here's Ralph's other boot, and Ruthie's sock, and Herbie's sweater. Wow, they must be cold. But no mitten. Oh, Oscar, did you find it? It's a little red thing in the snow right there. You think that's the mitten? Let's see. Oh, look, a flying mitten. Is that really a mitten? Can you see what it is? Oh, it's only a little bird. I wonder if that bird stole my mitten to make a snuggly nest. Oh no, he is too small to carry off a mitten. But a bald eagle could do it. Eagles are very large birds. Maybe an eagle took my mitten to keep his baby's head warm. Do you think my mitten got tired of being a mitten? Maybe it just slipped off my hand and it hopped away. There are no mitten tracks, but there are some moose tracks heading towards this wood pile. Oh, mouse tracks. I'm sorry, mouse tracks. Could that mouse be using my mitten as a sleeping bag? Actually, mitten would probably be just the right size for a mouse to sleep in, wouldn't it? Or maybe he'll wear it next Halloween and be a mitten mummy. Let's go see if I dropped my mitten while we were making a snowman to surprise Mrs. Seltzer. Sounds like a busy day. The mitten could be anywhere. I haven't seen your mitten, Annie, but why don't you look in the garden where you were making snow angels? I don't see a mitten, do you? A red mitten. Finding missing mittens is hard work. It would be easier to grow new ones. Let's try planting another mitten right here in the garden. Next spring, when the snow melts, a little mitten tree might sprout out. Do you think that's true? Think we could have a little tree that grows mittens? Might be helpful if you're always losing yours. Miss Seltzer and I would take good care of it all summer long. And in the fall, the tree would be huge and we would pick all the right mittens. Then I'd give mittens to everyone in Christmas time. And mittens on birthdays, and even mittens on Valentine's Day. Look, the rain is melting the snowman. Oh, look, what is that spot on his chest? What is that? Is it red? Oh, gracious, your snowman looks like he has a heart. My mitten is the heart of the snowman. That's pretty funny. See? I guess that is not someplace I would think to look, is inside the snowman that I had built, huh? All right, let's see. I'm gonna switch the camera. But I guess I'm gonna switch the camera now. I don't know if we'll have time to do the other book. I'm going to try to share my screen and play you a video of Snowman. And let's see, hopefully this will work.
5 little snowmen standing in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so fine. Melting in the sunshine with a sigh. We'll see you next year. Bye bye. 4 little snowmen standing in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, shh, so fine. Melting in the sunshine with a sigh. We'll see you next year. Bye bye. 3 little snowmen standing in a line. 1, 2, 3, shh, shh, so fine. Melting in the sunshine with a sigh. We'll see you next year. Bye bye. 2 little snowmen standing in a line. 1, 2, shh, 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 so fine. Melting in the sunshine with a sigh. We'll see you next year. Bye bye. 1 little snowman left in the line. 1, shh, 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 so fine. Melting in the sunshine with a sigh. We'll see you next year. Bye bye.
I hope that worked. I'm gonna have to watch the video. I tried it out before I started recording this. So hopefully it shows up well enough that you guys can see it. That was kind of a neat little song. I like those songs that do numbers. And you guys can practice your number counting ups and downs. The other thing I have before we leave is some snow riddles. So we'll see if you can guess these. This is a snow riddle. I have 6 sides and I fall from the sky. I land on your nose and I land on your eye. Can you guess what name have I? What do you think that is? Has 6 sides and it falls from the sky. Can land on your nose, can land on your eye. What have we been talking about? Snow? I think that's snow? Maybe. And let's do one more. You can sit on me and slide in the snow, or somebody can pull you. Wherever you go, what is the name that I want you to know? You sit on me and slide in the snow, or someone could pull you. Did you guess it? Is it a sled? Let's do one more. Round balls of snow and a funny looking hat, a broomstick and a carrot. Oh, you're going to guess it now, right? And some buttons that are black. What can you make of all of that? You're going to guess that one, right? The carrot nose gives it away, right? Is it a snowman? I think so. All right. This week, if you're doing crafts with me on Thursday, what are we making Thursday? Has something to do with snow. I think you're making some bleeding tissue paper snowflakes. That video will be available Thursday at 10. So I hope you had fun reading some books. Maybe you can sign up for story time that I do on Zoom on Tuesday mornings at 10, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye, guys.